This is a secondary sworn statement taken by Detective Schnackenberg, CCN 16660, the Broward County Sheriff's Office. The statement is in reference to case number 07-2207-00.
Yes. I've been waiting since.
Yeah, I'm right here. All right, hold on. 2022. Time now is 1912. This is a secondary statement taken from Mr. Just say your first and last name, sir.
Ravelto.
I'll clarify. We were just standing outside that Mercedes-Benz right there. That's her car.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is your car located?
Right next to it.
What kind of car is it?
The white Range Rover.
White Range Rover. Okay. Is that car registered to you?
No, it's registered to my father.
Father? Okay. All right. And then we were trying to talk earlier about timelines.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the first time you attempted to reach out to Kayla?
It was early, so around 10-11 probably.
10-11?
Yeah.
And how did you reach out to her?
I called her.
Yeah.
I called her multiple times.
Okay. Now, you have how many cell phones?
Two.
Okay.
I called up.
Two?
Yeah, I
Okay.
called on both of them.
What kind of phone is the 934 number? Do you delete the messages in the phone calls?
After I came here, I didn't see her car. And I knocked on the door and she didn't answer. I'm like, fuck out of here. Like, now I'm hot. Like, it's like, fuck out of here. You ignore me, you're not even home. So it's just like,
okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys have plans to meet up today?
No, we didn't have plans to meet. No, matter of fact, she asked me for $500 yesterday when I came here.
Okay.
So I have it in my wallet to give to her.
Okay.
When you were calling her earlier, was it going straight to voicemail or was it just ringing?
No, all right. So that's also what got me upset to make me delete her number. Because at first her phone was ringing. And then when I called from my other phone, no, at first it was ringing. And then all of a sudden it just went, it was nothing. It wasn't even an answering machine. It just said call failed. But then when I called on my other phone, it was ringing out. So then that's what kind of like got me upset.
Does she have your secondary number?
Yeah, she got all my numbers. And then when I text her at first, it said deliver on iPhone. And then when I'll text it stopped saying deliver.
Does it show when she reads it?
No, hers doesn't show that. She doesn't have it on.
Okay. All right. What number? Okay, so you called her on both numbers, but what number do you actually
text her? Not the I can deposit money.
Okay.
So I went to Target, deposited money, then came back. And by the time I came back, it couldn't have been that long by the time I called the police. So I'm
okay.
not.
All right. So you come here first, and then you go to the Target that's located inside the Sawgrass Mall?
Yes, in the Sawgrass Mall.
All right.
Yes.
And then you do the transaction,
Yes.
then you come immediately here.
Yeah, I come back here, and I was like, you know what? Let me just stop back. I'm thinking by that time, I wanted to just see if her car was probably here. But I still didn't see it in the parking lot.
Right.
So I followed. There was a moving truck coming in. So I have a friend that live in across. I called her first to try and have her let me into the gate, but she didn't answer. So I went back around and I seen a moving truck. He opened the gate and I followed him back. And when I turned in, I made the initial right. I seen the black Mercedes on the outside of the gate.
Okay.
But I still wasn't sure if that was her car because it's a black Mercedes. That's a common car.
Okay. All right. So that's why I'm glad I'm talking to you again. I got confused. I thought the first time you followed the box truck in. Do you make it into the complex the first time?
No, I never said that. I said the first time I parked on the outside by the clubhouse where the handicap is.
Okay.
And then I walked into the gate.
Okay.
Because you asked me how did I get into the gate, and I said you go just walk in. There is no way. You don't need to buzz it in.
So the second time is when you follow the box truck.
The second time when I followed the box truck.
All right. So then, to the best of your knowledge, would you have known if that Mercedes was there the first time you came here?
No, because where I parked at, I couldn't see the Mercedes. But when I walked by, I didn't even look. I didn't see her car where it usually is, literally right in front of her building. So I just assumed.
Okay.
I've never seen her park there.
Okay.
Ever.
Right. So you weren't looking the first time?
No, I didn't even look. I just beeline to go to her apartment.
Okay. So then you go all the way up to the stairs. You knock on the door. You said, but you don't try the handle the first time.
No, I didn't try to handle it all.
All right. And then you leave. You do Sawgrass. You come back, and then this is how we end up here.
Yes.
Okay. So, how do you find out about the friend in New York? about the checking location? Did she?
I've always known that because I met her. When I met Kayla, she's always had a boyfriend prior to when me and her first met. So sometimes when she used to be at my house, her friend used to call her like, "Where you at?" Like and like just say, "What you doing over there?" And I used to be like, "Why do she like we share a location?" I'm like, "Why do you and your friend?" You're like, "It's my best friend."
Okay.
So
when do you reach out to the friend in New York and get that information?
I didn't reach out to the friend in New York. I called my boy who actually messes with the friend.
Okay, so your friend calls the friend.
Yeah, when I called him after
what's his name?
Sean.
Sean what?
Ramasar.
All right. You know how to spell that or no?
No.
All right. You call him and say what?
I called him just to like in a panic, like, "Yo, bro, I just found Kayla, like, or whatever." And he was like, "Nah." He was like, "What you talking about? What you talking about?" I guess after that conversation, he called her.
Oh, so after this all happened, then you call your friend?
Yeah, after I got off the phone with the police and all that.
Okay. All right. And then he calls a friend in New York?
Yeah.
The friend was able to say, because we haven't been able to get a hold of a friend yet in New York. What does she, you remember? You know what she said?
She called me when I was outside.
So, okay. All right. So
you got to just call him.
So what did she tell you about the checking location thing?
She said that around 4. I was like, "Did you talk to her or whatever?" She was like, "Yeah." She talked to her around 1:00, and then she said she checked her location around 4, and she was en route. She was on her commercial en route home.
Okay, so what was the reason she checked her location?
I don't
just because. Okay, so
yeah,
she wasn't asked to do. She just.
Yeah, that's just something she just do because she works at she's a bartender at a club, so it's late night, 4 a.m. So I guess she just checked.
And you had told me earlier too that you had a friend who actually saw her there.
Yeah. The same one, Sean, and my other boys saw her there because they know I deal with her. So.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right. I think that's
timeline. A couple of things.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Once you discover her, and you open the door, you try the knob and you open it by the knob.
Yeah.
It's not like you just push it open.
No. I it wasn't jarred open because the first time when I'm knocking so hard, the first time that if it was jarred open, the door would have opened. Right. So the second time I come and I'm knocking because now I know you're here because I see your car. Right. So I'm knocking on the door hard, and now it's just like let me just check. And when I open it, the door opened. I'm like, and then there she is. Like it's just like.
And those parts. What do you see when you open the door?
Her body, blood, and when I walked in, and then 1,000 thoughts run through your head at that point because like I just walked in on a girl that I deal with, dead body, and it's just like I immediately like even walked out and I'm like, nah, I gotta call the police. I cannot leave her here like this. And I walked back in and I called the police, and I have them on the phone and I'm telling them what's going on or what I've seen, and they're telling me, okay, they asked me, is she breathing? I'm like, no. And I'm looking at her because I see her eyes open. I'm like, no, she's not breathing. They was like, okay, do you know how to perform CPR? I'm like, no. They're like, put me on speakerphone and count with me. So as I have on speakerphone, she's like, the paramedics on the way. Matter of fact, I'm lying. She told me to go. She asked me what building number was it. I said, I don't know. She was like, so I ran downstairs to go check the building number. I seen the building number. I'm telling her on the phone the building number. Then I come back upstairs. And then that's one time she asked me about the CPR. Then I'm trying to pump on her chest to perform CPR. And then I hear the ambulance and the paramedics. I'm like, ma'am, I hear the paramedics. Can I just make sure that they get into the gate? And she was like, okay, go ahead. And I ran down the stairs, the long staircase, not by the elevator. Went down the stairs, waved the guys over, and I walked back up with them.
So when you go inside, I know you walk in, then you step back out, you call 911, and you run out to go check the building and all that stuff. When you come back in, which way do you go around? Do you step over her?
Yeah, I stepped diagonally over. I've never veered off to the right around the island. No, I stayed on the left hand side.
Okay, so you stayed the left hand side of her.
Yeah, and I walked when I stepped over her to perform CPR.
Right.
Perform CPR on her, and then I stepped back over her to get back outside. That's why I had blood on my shoes, and I stepped back out and walked out.
You didn't walk around the island?
No.
You didn't walk inside any of the bedrooms?
No. Okay. I didn't go nowhere else.
Down that hallway into the bathroom or anything?
No. I didn't go anywhere else. I stayed in the vicinity where her body was.
Did you see your dog anywhere in there?
No. When I came the first time, I was knocking on the door, and her dog always barks, but I knew he's either in the box when she's not home. But if she's home, he's out and he's running to the door, and I could hear him scurrying to the door. But I didn't hear that, and I heard his bark was kind of muffled, like he was locked in the room. So I'm like, all right, I didn't really think anything of it that time. But if she's home, her dog is not. She doesn't keep her dog locked up.
Again, where was the dog when you walked inside?
I think he was in the mother's room because I heard him barking. I wasn't sure, but I think he was in the mother's room. I think her room door was open.
So, just to clarify, you didn't walk into any of the rooms?
No, I didn't walk into any of the rooms.
Didn't walk around the island over by the sink or anything like that?
No.
What size shoe do you wear?
I wear 9.
9. Are those your sandals that are out in the hallway there?
Yeah, those are my sandals.
Green, I think, color, bluish?
Yeah, bluish color, yes.
Right. Are those size 9?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I usually buy my sandals a little bit bigger, though. But, yeah, it should be.
Okay. So approximately a size
9 and a half.
Now, do you recall touching anything aside from doing CPR on her? Did you touch anywhere on the doors aside from the front handles? Did you have to touch the inside of the handle to get back out?
Yeah. I touched the handle to go in and go back out. And I was there yesterday too. So I was there yesterday and I went into the bedroom yesterday.
Do you have to put your hand on the counter to hop over her or step over her? Do you use it as a balance thing? Because we're gonna get.
I understand that. I'm just trying to think. Make sure. I can't say if I did or didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I can't.
You spent the night last night?
No.
Okay.
No. I came there. I was literally there for all of 20 minutes, if that. If you look, she had to give me some money that she had in her account. She gave me the money. We hugged, kissed. She was laying down. And she was like, I was like, what you doing tonight? She was like, I have work. I'm like, can you come over? She was like, no, because you was just with your girlfriend. I'm like, all right, whatever. So and then I left. I went home.
What time do you think that was?
That was about 6:37.
6:37?
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the things that obviously we have to do, obviously that's why we need your DNA and stuff to.
Of course.
You've been in there and you touched her and they have touched the inner and outer door, which probably the suspect touched as well. So that's why we've got to exclude you. Obviously, you guys had a little argument and then, you erased some text messages on her phone.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we have to exclude as well. So what we want to try to do is see if we authorize to do a dump on your phone because we can extract those text messages if you dump them. And we don't care if they're angry text messages.
No, I ain't worried about text messages, but I have other private stuff on my phone too. That's the
we
thing.
don't care about that stuff. Okay.
We're interested in your
There's 2 ways we can do it. I mean, we could do it and get it dumped now and then give the phones right back to you. We're not looking at anything. I don't care what your business is, whatever you do on the side means nothing. All we care about is solving what we did this to her. So the easiest way for us to exclude you out of it
that's fine.
Is
that's fine. Do whatever you got to do, man. Do whatever
because the first thing you know what's going to happen. So
of course.
Get another guy that did it.
Of course.
They're going to say, hey, this guy that did it.
That's fine.
So.
That's fine. You can look at my phone.
All right.
As long as you feel me and nothing else ain't.
Listen, we're gonna have our people come out. They're gonna extract the conversations between you and her and get we can recover deleted stuff.
Okay.
And then they'll give you the phones right back. It may take a little while, but
okay.
And then any issues with us taking a look in your car?
No.
Okay. All right. And like I say, all our thing is to exclude there's no blood in your car.
No.
You didn't after you found her. You didn't go get in your car at all.
No, I didn't get in my car at all. No.
Okay. All right, buddy. So what I'm gonna do is I gotta find for a place for you to hang out so we can get your phone stuff and done.
You're gonna hang out in here.
I know. I mean, I'm okay with him hanging at the yard. I just because all those cameras out there.
You want let's just look through his car real quick, and then you can sit in his car real quick.
All right, all right. Say, hang out here.
Okay.
Where are your keys at?
You guys have it in my pants.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go.
Then once we do that, you can hang out in your car, and then
because I don't want you out with the cameras and stuff.
I
don't want to get you on camera. Okay.
I don't want the families out there too. So.
The statement will now conclude. The time now is 19:27. Sir, have you been given the statement of your own free will?
Yes.
Have you been coerced into giving this statement?
No.
Okay. The statement will now conclude. The time now is 19:28.